Matinee baseball on tap for you on MLB Network, coming your way from historic Fenway Park in Boston. Today it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Both Sox continue their incredible hot streak today as they attempt to secure their 16th straight win right after this. Chris Sale gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Now batting, Trey Mancini, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Left fielder, Trey Mancini.
First pitch on its way. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
So stepping in, Danny Valencia. He's looking to run his hitting streak to an even 10 games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The next 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First offering on its way. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Orioles 0, Sox coming to the plate. You're watching MLB Network. Dylan Bundy. A right-hander from the Sooner State gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Stepping up now, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball one. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
High and deep to center field. Jones going back to the track. Gone! A solo home run there for Mookie. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Striding in for Boston, J.D. Martinez comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
Missed with a breaking ball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
A ball and a strike. Bundy has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. So 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. No outs, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through for a hit.
You know, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
Eduardo Nunez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Bouncer up the middle, and a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. Nunez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses with it, 1-1. 1-1. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down.
He's out.
Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Chris Davis now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 2 hits in 18 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Betts has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid type outfielder. Forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there. But a guy who can play center with a strong, accurate arm, and we know he can roll the ball.
In now for the O's, Jonathan Schoop. And he is off to a dreadful start at the plate, as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Schoop, who's nicknamed Mamba, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Benintendi will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. An early start here at Fenway this morning, as it is this time every year. Patriots Day here in Boston. They ran the marathon earlier, which made it a challenge for the 3 of us to get here from our hotel, but we're happy to have you along. Here's Mark Trumbo now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
The windup and the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes this the other way to right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. It remains 1-0. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Next up for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it comes, 1-0. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May fowlers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. Benintendi rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner will score from second. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in 2.
Into the box now, Blake Swihart, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. The 1-0 home. Lifted the other way to left center. Under it is Machado, and he'll take it for the first out.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's shine the light on shortstop Manny Machado. That's right, shortstop. He can play third, he can play short. It doesn't matter. He's one of the best defenders in the game.
Stepping in, Christian Vasquez, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Moreland, the runner at second with 1 away. Wide 2-0. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. Here's the first pitch to him. Bullet back up the middle. Oh, and he misses it.
Man, I can't believe that just happened, and I bet neither can he. He was tracking this line drive all the way, I thought, but then it flies right past him. He looks back, and there's no help coming. He has to retrieve it himself. Got to wonder if he lost sight of it at the last second or something.
Here's J.D. Martinez. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball one. Martinez, a native Floridian. He was a 20th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Trumbo at the track, but he can't get there, and that'll plate both runners as it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open, they elect to pitch to him, and what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in to score.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. One out and a runner on second base. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
skied into straightaway right. Trumbo has a read on it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Ready for another chance? Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Martinez is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate. And they're pulling away. They lead by 7.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
In now, Andrew Benintendi. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, D-Row, he's not missing very many barrels so far in this one. That is back-to-back bullets and another base hit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was this banner that hung in the Texas Rangers clubhouse back in the day that said, hit or get left behind. That's exactly what this offense is doing.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open. We've played 2 full. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Orioles nothing. Ready now for Baltimore, Pedro Alvarez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat. Here it's strike 1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. Comes in with 6 hits in 23 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones. The 1-2. Fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bogarts has it. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Into the box, Caleb Joseph. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0 home. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike one. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Joseph now.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Mitch Moreland. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Mancini is there. 1 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Blake Swihart.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Blake Swihart. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card, because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Here's Mookie Betts as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Very weakly on the ground.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swihart at second, Vasquez at first, 1 gone. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Trumbo has a read on it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 28, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. 2 down, runners at first and second. Slider up that he gets a call on.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
Nope. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Boy, talking about being an impact guy in today's game, that RBI base hit right there gives him 3 RBIs on the day, D-Row.
Yeah, I remember sitting on the bench talking to Chipper Jones. He wanted to always put a biscuit in a basket. This guy's got 3 of them.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Dylan Bundy. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Miguel Castro is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Two and 0 to Eduardo Nunez.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Trumbo is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Red Sox settle for just the 1. 3 innings complete. Boston's out in front, 8-0. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Behind 0-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Nope.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Now in the box, Danny Valencia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Here's Manny Machado now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
A ball and a strike now to Machado.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into the corner and slicing foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Number 72, Xander Bogaerts.
First offering on its way.
Ball.
Missed with a slider.
Ball 1, no strike.
1-0 delivery. Here's a strike. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Just got a piece up the line. To his right, Alvarez. And there's one away. Here's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard on the ground towards short. Taken in by Machado. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. This is on the ground over to first. Valencia is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full. It's the Red Sox 8 and the Orioles nothing. Here's Chris Davis now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Benintendi comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Schoop.
So 1 gone, and here's the second baseman, Jonathan Schoop. First delivery to him on the way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. No runs, no hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mark Trumbo. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still 8-0. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike.
And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen.
The windup and the 0-1. Smoke toward the hole. Scope is there. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Blake Swihart.
Digging in and looking for more, Blake Swihart, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
No balls and 1 strike. Eight runs on 12 hits and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Here now the 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. On the move is Trumbo. Running hard. He's digging for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Striding in once again, Christian Vasquez. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
batting, right fielder.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Mookie Betts. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
A man on third with 2 down. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave one as the lead holds at 8-0. Ready for another chance? Pedro Alvarez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So with one away now, that'll bring in the dangerous Adam Jones. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
In now, Caleb Joseph. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here it comes. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ready once again, J.D. Martinez. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And there to put this one away is Jones, and that's out number 1.
Second baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Striding in once again, Eduardo Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Xander Bogaerts. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Scope has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Takes just 4 pitches to retire the Red Sox, as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Trey Mancini. No hits to this point.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Here's a high pop-up. Sale will do this himself, and that's the first out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in once again, Danny Valencia. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a slider. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes a cold strike 1. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. The 1-2. On the ground up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Machado now on 0-1. Fouled off. Valencia leads off first with one away. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box, Chris Davis. As she'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a real chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. A runner on first with 2 away. Oh, and 1, here it comes. And that one stayed too low apparently. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for the Orioles. Still 8-0. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. Now here's the pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Here now the 2-2. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and it's off Valencia's glove. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Fenway after this. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Ball 2.
2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. High pop up. Sale waits on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. 1 gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just 1 hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Here's Mark Trumbo now. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider down low for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Ready for another shot now, Pedro Alvarez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Too low, 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Is in there for strike number 2. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Pedro Aranjo enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Digging in the switch hitter, Blake Swihart. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to take it is Trumbo, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Mookie Betts. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox as the lead holds at 8-0. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
The catcher, number 36, Caleb Joseph.
In now for the O's, Caleb Joseph. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball that just misses inside.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now. Trey Mancini is on deck. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Trey Mancini. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
A ball and a strike. Joseph stands at first with 1 out. Popped up. Vasquez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
First baseman, number 2, Danny Valencia.
Ready now for Baltimore, Danny Valencia. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. The 0-1 on its way. Back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll depart, as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Bobby Williams gets the call here, as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Bobby Williams.
Here's Manny Machado now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict where this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
8-0 the final today. The Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Sale notches his 3rd win of the year and mark him down for 17 strikeouts to boot. Dylan Bundy permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox. 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. Left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, no runs and only 2 hits. 2 errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Chris Sale. His record is now 3-0. The loss goes to Dylan Bundy. He falls to 1-3. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.